Hi guys, it's your financial coach, and today let's talk about real estate or property ownership. So, I'm a 30 something year old millennial and I have had my own property before the age of 30, but of course, with help from my parents. So, I'm going to put that out there already. So, a few of my friends have been thinking about buying their own properties. So, I'm making this video so that you have a general idea as to how expensive property ownership costs. So just to provide you a little insight, so our property, so my current property is co-owned me and my brother as the owners, and then the property is around 300 square meters. My brother and I own one unit each, so it's 2 floors of around 40 square meters each floor, and then we rent out the other units of around 40 square meters per floor to, of course, help us pay for the property. So we only rent it out to family and friends. Okay, so now let's go into the cost. So okay, all right, and then I'm going to be showing you some photos here and there so you know what it looks like, but at the same time trying to protect the privacy of the people and the tenants and the location, syempre, di ba? Okay, so my brother and I have a home loan or property loan of around 2.220 million payable for 10 years. We have around 7 years remaining to pay for our loan with an interest of 8%. So we have a monthly amortization so far of 36,000 pesos per month. So we need to pay that amount for around 6-7 more years. Okay. So that's for the housing loan. But that's only for the purchase of the land. So my parents took out a loan of around 11 or 12 million to construct the property. So we are constructing a property from scratch. Okay? So that's a really big amount shouldered by my parents. I'm very thankful to them for that. So the only thing that me and my brother need to pay is the home loan, so the purchase of the land. Okay? So we were able to move in our houses back in late 2019. So we have been paying so far the housing loan for more than 5 years now. So I have paid around 500,000 for my share of the housing loan, and my brother also would have shelled out around 500,000 for his portion of the housing loan. Okay? And then, okay, so imagine we are in the construction phase. We had to shoulder the interior of our houses. So the interior design, what we wanted our houses to look like. So the design, the cabinets, the toilet, so everything inside the house, it was our responsibility to pay for. So I had to pay for an interior designer. I had to pay around 41,000 pesos for that, and then I had to pay around 365,000 for the interior design. This includes painting of the walls, creation of the cabinets, creation of my bed frame, and so on. So that includes the design and some other things. So to cut the long story short, 2019, when we were building the house, I had to shell out, or I had to pay around 600,000 pesos just to have stuff inside my house. So the ref, the aircon, tiles, the toilet, etc. Okay? So that's what I paid back in 2019, around 600,000 pesos. And then we still have the home loan to be payable for 7 more years. And then we also have to pay a milyar. So that's the property and building tax, which is around 34,000 pesos every single year. So from 2019 until 2023, so that's around 5 years, we have paid around 201,000 pesos for the property tax, for the property and building tax. So I personally have paid around 101,000 pesos for the past 5 years just for the property tax. Okay. And then every single year, we have had to repair parts of the house. So the roof was leaking, and then we had to repair some windows because it was leaking also. So every year there are repairs and maintenance costs. So that's approximately around maybe 50 to 100,000 pesos per year. So so that's around 50 to 100,000 pesos per year. For over 5 years, that's approximately at least around 250,000 pesos. So that brings us up to a total of around 1.4 million pesos that I personally have contributed for the house. O, diba? So, this does not include living expenses, which are around 25 to 30,000 pesos per month. That does not include my savings and my investments. So that's just groceries, paying for Meralco, Manila Water, paying for your groceries, and so on. So these are all the things that you need to consider when you want to purchase a property. So there's maintenance cost, construction cost, a lot of different costs that I am currently still learning about. So it is very costly, and honestly, I'm still struggling to pay the monthly expenses. But it's a good investment because for me, it's a place where I have peace and quiet, aside from the occasional visits from my little neighbor. So it's a place where I can invite and host family and friends, and it's a place that I can call my own. So it's also a place where I can enjoy this view. So I'm lucky to have a place of my own, and I am thankful for the big help, of course, from my parents. I honestly won't be able to afford this on my own. So I'm very lucky and grateful for that. So I hope this gives you a little idea as to how much it costs to have a home, to build a home from scratch. So I know that the 1.5 million that I have paid in the past 5 years is small considering to the amount that my parents have spent for the construction of the place. So yeah. So I hope this gives you a little idea as to how much it costs. So I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions or clarifications. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.